Peace, family. So I am out here on a scavenger hunt to get all the native herbs from this beautiful body of mother.
Yinka. I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me and let me show you.
I just want to let you guys know that your ancestors are here fighting for you. They are here fighting for you. Y'all have no idea the cleansing that we did this weekend. Y'all have no idea how much blood, sweat, and tears our people have put into this water, and how bad they want you to come see about them. How bad they are ready to give you everything that you are entitled to, that you have inherited. But they want to prepare you for it. They want to prepare you for it. They don't want you to squander it. They don't want you to squander it. They don't want you to mistreat it, to misuse it. They want you to be fully prepared. But you can't be prepared. You can't go to your lifeline when y'all have a deranged relationship. Y'all got a distant relationship. You don't know who your folks are. We was just talking about that last night. Y'all remember old folks? They start calling you everybody name. I still got my great-grandparents, Ashe. I still have the luxury of having my great-grandparents still alive. Even though my papa just transitioned, I still got my great-grandma. And you know, that's 5 generations that we have. So they'll start calling you, and they'll be saying your mama, your grandma, your niece. They just go down the lineage, right? They just go down the lineage. Hey, and then they ended up like, you know who I'm talking to. You know your name. But when I was saying that, I was saying it last night. You remember when it was an honor to know who your folks were? It's an honor to know who your folks are. Like, some people be like, oh, who you such and such? Who sent you? Who you with? And you say, oh, I'm such and such granddaughter. I tell my papa, you know, I'm Keisha's daughter. You know? And he like, oh, Keisha. Oh, that's your baby? He still don't remember who I am. But he know my mama. And if he don't know my mama, Phyllis' granddaughter, you know my grandma. But it used to be a privilege. It used to be an honor to say, those my people. This is who I'm from. This is my lineage. It used to be an honor. We got to get back to that. Y'all ancestors is like, okay, I didn't isolate you. Because don't get me wrong, it's a lot of trauma that we healing from. It's a lot of trauma that we healing from. Generational trauma. And unfortunately, it requires a lot of isolation from chosen people. It requires a lot of isolation. However,
that's my girl.
We're not being isolated just to be isolated. We're being isolated to bring our families back together. We're being isolated to get this back together, to get back to the roots. So, okay, mama didn't get it right, grandma didn't get it right, but I know I got some wealth in the bloodline. Let me get back to them. Let me figure out where they are. Let me connect to them, because it's still my bloodline. Y'all done disconnected removed yourself from your whole family bloodline just because of how your mama treated you, how your grandma treated you. They ain't never like me because they don't like my daddy. Them people don't fool with me and I don't fool with them. Okay, you ain't got to fool with them. Go fool with your ancestors. Go fool with the ones that came before them. Go fool with the ones who still trying to get your attention right now. Go fool with them. Ashe. Because they out here trying to get y'all families back together. And so many of y'all so hurt. You're so hurt. You don't want to let that pain go. You don't want to let that pain go. You rather be like, okay, well, she did this to me, and now what? You just gonna keep the cycle going? You gonna keep the cycle going? You gonna keep on not like loving your mother? You gonna keep on not healing your womb? You gonna keep on being single moms? You gonna keep on not having nobody you giving birth? You ain't got the daddy. You ain't got the daddy. You ain't got your granny. You ain't got your mama in the delivery room with you. Like, where's the family? Where's the community? Where we at? We got to get back to our roots. Some people ain't blessed to be able to even know who they from. They adopted. Orphans or whatever. They don't even know they roots. And some of y'all know, y'all got family Bibles. Y'all got family names and inheritance, and you don't even know nothing about it. Because you don't even want to sit down and talk to your elders. That's one of the most beautiful things. Like, if y'all was here this weekend, y'all gonna see me post this video, but y'all will see the actual weekend, or a glimpse of the weekend. I can't even say it's the weekend. It was really much so. Let me get the content out the way so we can get to work. But y'all can see a glimpse of this weekend. And when we say we had all the generations here, the youngest was 1 year old, only one. And the oldest, I don't want to assume, but you know, we black. So I'm going to say Mama was at least in her 70s. At least in her 70s. And everything in between. We got the adolescents, we got the teenagers, we got the millennials, we got the Gen X. We got all of that. We had all of that. It was so beautiful. This is how we merge that together. This is how we build these empires. We building nations. We're building nations. What are you building? What are you building? Are you building anything? Because if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. You in the way. You in the way. You thinking you doing something because you standing out of the way and you're not dealing with your family. Spirit didn't separate you. Spirit didn't separate you just so you can be by yourself and only focus on the family that you create. Spirit said, go do the work. Don't go do the work. Unfortunately, it gotta be you. You are wise enough to know that something ain't right, that somebody needed some healing, that you didn't want to be like them, your aunties and your granny and them, and miserable and by yourself, and you realize that wasn't for you. Spirit's not isolating you just to have your peace. Spirit's isolating you so you can find peace and then find some solutions, healing this trauma, breaking these cycles. Ashe. What are we doing, family? What are we doing? You gotta know better. You gotta know better. And you do. You just afraid of the work. That's one thing we was doing out here. Like, everybody that was coming through and purging, we had to let them know, like, baby, this is just the beginning. Yes, it feels beautiful. It looks beautiful. Yemos Jah cleansed us. Yemos Jah showed out, y'all. When I say we was out here midnight, y'all see this? Do you see this? We out here midnight. Can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Following divine. Following divine to the middle of the ocean. No boats. No boats. And when these baby little waves right here, when I say them, when I woke up, I felt like I had just got jumped. How sore my body was, how those waves was hitting us and knocking us down. And guess what? It only made us stronger. As a unit. We was literally like the Power Rangers out this bitch. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. We was literally like the Power Rangers in this bitch. Like, y'all know how they come together and they be like purple on one leg or whatever, to see it, to be on shore. I can only imagine how Io was seeing it from being on the land and watching us go out and do the work as soldiers. But to see the men at the peak, at the top of the pyramid, the women on both sides, our young boys like in their 20s and stuff on the other side of the women, like working together, the children at the front line. Like, when I say all this ashe, y'all have no idea the power of community. The power of community. A lot of us, this is our first time even meeting together and loving on each other. Who else doing it? Who else doing it? It's one thing to be with the family that you create. That's one thing. But baby, you can't be no good to the family outside of here. Like, you can't be no good in the community if your own backyard ain't together. We working together so you can go back home and fix them and then bring them back. This is how we build nations. This is how we build nations. It can't just be you coming over and you trying to get some ashe from everybody else and you ain't bringing none to the table. And you not gonna bring none to the table as long as you continue to be crying and neglecting your duties, running away from your calling, making excuses. Baby, we can't do nothing with no excuses. We can do something with some trauma. We can send that back to mama. We can get that back. We ain't gotta carry that by ourselves. We can get that back. But like I told sister girl last night, now you gotta go home and do the work. The experience is beautiful. Purging it is the first part. You gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of it. But you gotta go home and apply it. Now what? Now what? Now that you ain't got to hold on to that trauma. Now that you can let go. Now that you can breathe. Now that you free. How you gonna act? I don't want to talk about that part, because that's where it get hard. It's easy to come out here and get blessed. It's easy to come out here and clear the path. Your ancestors ready to forgive you. Matter of fact, they won't never mad. They understood. They've been dealing with your mama. They've been dealing with your grandma. They've been dealing with your great grandma since before you was born. These traumas ain't new. They've been ready for you to come out. They've been ready for you to come out and heal. It ain't even no grudge. They waiting for you, baby. But when you come out, you got to be ready. They like, okay, we gonna get this burden up off of you. But what you gonna do with this light energy? What you gonna do with this light energy? How you gonna act? Huh? How you gonna act? Now you ain't gotta worry about bills. How you gonna act? Now you ain't gotta worry. Your discernment ain't off, and you can see bullshit a mile away. So you ain't getting caught up in the same relationships. How you gonna act when you actually receiving this freedom? And most of y'all not about to do nothing. You're not about to do nothing because your reasoning for wanting to heal is surface level. Or you don't even want to heal. You want to keep on with your bullshit and you just want the blessings. That's the real catcher. You want to keep on with your bullshit, but you just want the blessings, the benefits of being healed. Nah, baby. When I say we was out here getting to work, we getting out here getting to work. And it ain't just for us. We building nations. When healers get together, baby, you can't fuck with the police. Hey, you can't fuck with us. When powerful people, when divine gods and goddesses, kings and queens, when we get together, baby, and we giving up some ashe, we dancing and beating drums all night, we cleansing in the water, baby, they can't touch us. We out here and they done vandalized our car the first time. We was out here all day yesterday. We started our rising there, we ended the night out there. They done put sand all over the truck. Only out there for a couple hours. Just trying to get a little healing. And y'all already know who it was. Y'all already knew. They don't want us out here getting this knowledge. They don't want us out here getting this because the water don't work for them the same way. It don't work for them the same way. Y'all, that water too salty. It's gonna make you dry. But you ain't worried about that chlorine pool water that's giving you eczema. We gotta get it together, y'all. We gotta get it together. Your ancestors are calling you. They want you to get back to your roots. They want you to get in community. They want you to stop being so selfish. And I don't give a damn how selfless you think you are. Being selfless is bigger than you. So when you complaining about your bills, that's selfish. When you see people homeless, what can we do to help them? When you out here we out here trying to do some mission stuff that ain't benefiting us at all, but benefiting the community, building humanity.
I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me and let me show you. Yinka.